What's up, everybody? This is the Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing Mercury in the sign of Capricorn. I know a lot of people has been anticipating and expecting this to pop up eventually, and it will be popping up today. This also was a request somebody did want me to do. A couple of people, as a matter of fact, and I am honoring this request today. So first, we're going to break down Mercury and what Mercury is all about. Mercury is the fastest moving planet in our solar system, and it has to do with communication, your communication skills, your learning process. It has to do with your mind, your intellectual capacity, your thought process. So Mercury does show up in your early childhood, the way that you learned in childhood, in high school, kindergarten, elementary, and so on and so on. Mercury is about really being able to speak and articulate things, analyze situations all the way down to the T, getting down to the bitter essentials of a matter, of a situation, being logical instead of unlogical, being practical instead of being unrealistic. This is Mercury. So now we have Capricorn linked with Mercury. So now Capricorn in general is very ambitious, goal orientated, and career driven. Those men and women are geared towards setting down solid foundation. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the slowest moving planet in our solar system. So Saturn is here to delay things, teach you life lessons. It is about past life karma and things that went on and took place there. Okay. And after your Saturn returns, then it'll be the area in your life that you'll be able to fully grasp and understand, learn your life lessons, and be able to really live it up to its full potential. So now Capricorn is an earth sign, so we know that Capricorn is going to be very much grounded, all about building solid roots, being structured and disciplined, okay, being very intensely serious in nature. Very concerned about their well being and making sure that they are obtaining whatever it is that they need to survive. So we're gonna jump into this right now. Mercury in Capricorn, men and women. These men and women are seriously intense mind people. Okay, so they have a seriously intense mindset, is what I'm really trying to say. And these men and women are known for their sense of structure, which produces a mind that is capable of analyzing any problem in a systematic and orderly manner. Okay, anybody that is born, okay, man or woman, whoever is born with the Mercury in Capricorn, have a down to earth way of thinking. Their mind is geared towards problematic decision making. They rarely get carried away um, in abstract, airy, fairy concepts that aren't useful in a strictly practical way. They look at things from a practical perspective. So this is intensely serious mindset that needs to think things thoroughly through, very carefully and responsibly before making any kind of judgment, any kind of decisions. These men and women have to sit back, analyze the situation before they come to a conclusion. This is what they're prone to do. This is what they're going to do. They are going to be very well deep thinkers. Also, with displacement, these men and women, at their best, they will result in a high degree of intellectual integrity, good mental concentration, and self discipline. So now they are also marked for talent, for being very much strategic in long term planning. But now, when these men and women are at their worst, it can lead to a over caution, mental paralysis, and a host of wasted opportunities due to excessive concerns about making the wrong decision. Okay, so these men and women, they want to make sure that they are planning things out to a T, because if they do not, do that. They can use a lot of time, miss out on a lot of opportunities that could have very well been very beneficial to them. They can be caught up in concerned about what could go wrong opposed to what could go right. Okay, so I'm sorry I stopped because I thought somebody was coming in my door. Okay, moving back into Mercury in Capricorn. These men and women are always happier with traditional, well proven ideas. At times, these men and women can be a bit intellectually snobbish, stuck up, arrogant, and even narrow minded. With the ability to see beyond the opinions of whatever's going on in the day. Okay, so now these men and women, they need to be proven with facts. They are not about the bullshit. They are very much narrow minded, so it can be hard to persuade them into things at times because they're geared towards being intellectually empowered, being intellectually motivated. They can be very much like conceited, stuck up a lot of times in ways. And I know some people might be watching this and saying, "No, I'm not stuck up, and I don't act like that." But in all reality, from time to time, you could do it. So that's just what it is. But you can have this intellectual superiority nature to you, what can definitely set other people in an inferiority position. Okay, when they are going to heads when you, when they are going to bats to you, because you are very much knowledgeable in that way. Okay, Mercury in Capricorn, men and women tend to choose their words wisely and carefully. Since they feel a lot of responsibility for what comes out of their mouths, they are generally prefer to remain silent rather than say something that they would later on regret, later on feel like they should not have said. They can not really want to apologize when things go on and take place. So they do make sure that when they are speaking to someone that they are using what they are saying that's coming out their mind very wisely. Okay, another thing with this placement, men and women of this placement, okay, tact and diplomacy are these individuals' strong point. However, they do have the ability to make people feel uneasy or off balance because they have an aloofness to them. They do have a cold, detached nature. All right. But now their strengths are that they could be gifted teachers. They could be self disciplined, excellent at being ahead of a business, a corporation, a company, mentally self disciplined, strategic and strategist, tactful and diplomatic, and great at any long term planning that they decide that they want to do. Their weaknesses are that they can be very pessimistic, thinking in a negative way and a negative light. They can even become depressed, depressive. They do have a cold, distant, detached nature at times, a narrow mind, which we already went over. They do have that also. And intellectually stuck up, feeling like their minds are above all, feeling like their minds are superior. Okay. Now I do know people with displacement. I don't know as many as some of the other placements, but what I do notice with displacement is that these men and women, when they put their minds to something, they give it all they got. When they want to obtain a goal in success, especially in the business area, they can flourish in that area in such a beautiful way. They can give their all at a job and work time in and time out, day in, day out, and really go into it in an ambitious way, wanting to become a GM, wanting to obtain their goals, wanting to have success, power, more money. These men and women are like that in this kind of way. They are very diplomatic. These are the type of people you could talk about several different topics. It's not just limited to just one. However, with them, they are more concerned about talking about other kind of things. Um, that have a little bit more meaning as far as money making ideas, if it is bettering yourself, if it has to do with daycares, things with children and things like that. They love to discuss things of that nature. Okay. But their mind is so intense. I mean, it's so serious to the point where it's crucially um, aggravating to them, maybe even at times, because they want to make sure shit gets done and shit gets done the right way, not the fucked up way or the bullshit way. They want shit to be in order. They want things to be very structured, very solid. And they could definitely go off when things are unbalanced in their world. If somebody's coming to disrupt, trying to start chaos around them and shit like that, or somebody's trying to bring drama in, they can be a little annoyed with that because they're not really about the drama, but if you want drama, they can give you the drama. So it's tricky with them because that is how they give it up. They rather just do things in a certain kind of way opposed to that way. But if somebody else would like to resort to that, then it's like they're so inclined to just jumping up and doing the same shit that you're doing. So it can go both ways with them. Okay? They are about the shits. They are about that life. These men and women are about that life. But what they do seek out is empowering themselves, bettering themselves financially, mentally, physically. They want to be able to go out there and get whatever it is that they need in this world, in this life, for their kids, for their husbands, for their wives. They want to know that shit is going to get done. But a lot of times, they can be concerned about things that can absolutely fuck up. Okay, you know how when you're getting it, things are going well, and they have a lot of talents within them. They have so many gifts, okay, that they can bring out to the world, bring out to the forefront, things that can really change um, somebody's lives. Okay, they might start a daycare, they might start a business that has to do with children. Okay, they might also just be into working. In a restaurant and being the head there, working in a hotel and being a head person there, and just making sure shit goes right. They love to do these kind of things, so they would do excellent in that. But they need to just not think in a negative way. Think more positive. Think in a way that things can turn out for the best, opposed to the rug being ripped up under my damn foot and I tripped over. I fucking fell once again on my face. I knew this was going to happen. So they do need to think in a positive way that things are going to work out for them, okay? They do have a great mind, okay? So they would do excellent in anything that has to do with, like I said, being a teacher, anything that has to do with business, corporations, running those things would be excellent for them if they have to stand up, speak out. These are the people that, if they are your boss, they don't have a problem with letting you know that you did a good job. They don't have a problem with letting you know when you didn't do a good job. Okay, so it is a bit of a fairness that is linked here. Um, Anything else do I need to say about this? I think all I'm going to say about them is that they really do need to balance out their energy when they do give off that cold nature. A lot of times people can be thrown off by that, not really understand where it's really coming from. And a lot of times, these men and women, Mercury and Capricorn, they can feel many different ways at times. When they feel like somebody has done them wrong, even if the person has not fully actually done anything to them, they can take things very intensely personal because they feel like these are the type of people that if you left a job, they would stop talking to you. They could feel like they don't really have anything in common with you anymore because you no longer work here and things like that, block you. So things like that can throw a person off. They can definitely feel like, oh damn, I thought we was cool, you know. And then you come to find out that you wasn't cool. Y'all was just co-workers. So a lot of times it could just be the way that the other person is perceiving them, and they're not even looking at you in that way. They looked at it as this was business, and that's just that. We're not friends and we're not homies. So it can throw people off. But now, when you go a little bit more deeper into the family dynamic, these men and women can also have a cold, distant nature. At times, they want to be a little social, a little friendly, want to do together things with the family. But then at times, they can have attitudes. They can be very distant, very um, agitated. They can go off. They can have a lot of temper tantrums. They can be very temperamental, and sometimes that can be a little destructive. But for the most part, as far as the work front, they are good businessmen, businesswomen, and they do know how to conduct themselves in the workplace very effectively, productively. They know how to do that shit. So that's all I'm going to say about this placement for now. In future videos to come, I will go into more depth into this placement. Please be sure to check out my online store. It is Grammy Gear at www.grammygear.com. If you need my husband to do any work to your home, swimming pool, or business, be sure to hit him up at Aaron Nesbitt90 at gmail.com. His business is Steve's Handy Helpers. If you need a caterer, be sure to hit me up at Supreme Royale Catering at gmail.com. If you would like me to analyze a birth chart for you so you can fully understand and grasp, that will be $50. If you need a synastry chart or a composite chart, that will be $70. And if you would like a tarot card reading for love, career, um, financial, relationships, spirituality, or even your health, that will be $30. So this has been a Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. And I will see you on the next one.